Welcome back to Real Wisdom Artificial Intelligence. Today is my last day in London, and I was originally planning to record this. I was outside Buckingham Palace and I was planning to record it from there. However, it is a wet, rainy day here in London. So I'm back here in front of my computer and recording it from here. So let's go ahead and get started for today. So today is December 4th, and the Sadhguru Insight for today read, for wealth to translate into well being, you need a spiritual element within you. Without that, your success could work against you. So, as I reflected on this, and for those of you who have followed those of Rashmi regularly, you are familiar with wisdom led operating model, and you are familiar with the first three C's that I covered already: clarity, capacity, and care. The last C of the wisdom-led operating model is continuity. And while I didn't really plan it, I was hoping that today's insight by Sadhguru would be something which would allow me to elaborate on the continuity aspect of the wisdom-led operating model. Today's insight is absolutely spot on. It captures the essence of continuity. Continuity is an evolution of the business value from the product led operating model. And while business value is great, continuity is all about sustainable regenerative value. And as Sadhguru says, for your wealth to work for you, there has to be an element of spirituality within, and that is what I have been trying with wisdom-led operating model, extend product-led operating model, bring in uniquely human capabilities of presence and awareness, and the extension of business value becomes continuity, which is about sustainable regenerative value. And it would have been pretty apt to record this insight from in front of Buckingham Palace today. However, because of the weather, I didn't really push it. I came back to my room and I'm recording it from here. In the context of real wisdom, artificial intelligence, I have often talked about the scenario of from race to conscious grid in this series. And the race scenario is where AI becomes the new oil, and various corporations, various countries are chasing maximizing the economic value through the AI, and who gets to control AI and create economic value based on that. Those are the race scenarios, and as they have been modeled in the AI 2027 future project, both the scenarios end up in a dystopian outcome for humanity. So that is the pursuit of economic wealth and just business value driving profitability alone. The conscious grid scenario that I have been modeling is precisely based on the continuity and sustainable regenerative value. So while business value is absolutely great, we should work towards business value and creating economic value using AI as a technology. However, we should work on using the technology to enable net human and planet-centric value creation and sustainable regenerative value creation. That can happen only if we treat AI and technology as a shared global infrastructure and build value, which is human and planet-centric on top of that. That is the journey from intelligence to consciousness. That is the Rashmi journey that I have been talking about. With that, today's dose of Rashmi is unconscious intelligence is focused on wealth and external success. Wisdom, wisdom on the other hand, is being focused on the holistic well-being. And that captures the continuity, the final C of the wisdom-led operating model perfectly. It is about using AI and technology to create sustainable regenerative value, which benefits us humans and planet as a whole, not just get into a race to get to see which country, which corporation gets to create the maximum economic value. Thank you.